guys, so today I am at my home studio, so it looks a little bit different here, a little bit more messy I think, but that is okay, and as you all know that I've been working hard, right? So today friends, we're going to learn about clay and about pottery and ceramics, okay? So you all will get or have gotten a bag of supplies, and in this bag you have a ball of clay, you have a piece of paper, and then you have some sort of plastic like utensil, either a fork or a plastic knife, okay? And we're going to do some really awesome things with this. We're going to make a Christmas reindeer pot, okay? So the first thing you need to do is you need to pull half of your clay off, or a little less than half of the clay off, okay? And you're just going to put this to the side, all right? Now, what you're going to do, this is the most fun part ever. This is called wedging, okay? And when you wedge your clay, you're trying to get all the air bubbles out of your clay. So what we do is we just smack it against the table. You're going to do that about 4 or 5 times. And it ends up looking like a little wedge. Just like that right there. And actually make sure it's against your paper when you're doing this. That way it doesn't stick to any tables or anything at home. And then you're going to do that to the other one. Okay. We're making sure we're going to get all the air bubbles out. Awesome. And we're just going to set this little one over to the side. Okay. Now, we're going to do what's called pinch and spin. So we're going to take the bigger piece. Okay. Or if they're the same size, just grab one of them. And you're going to hold it in your hands like this, okay? We have all of our fingers underneath, our thumbs on top. We're going to pinch it and spin. Pinch and spin, pinch and spin. Now when I do that, my clay should start coming outward, kind of like a bowl, okay? Pinch and spin, pinch and spin. I pinch the middle, push down a little bit, and I'm going to spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, pinch and spin, pinch and spin, pinch and spin. Now, once you get your bowl pinched and spun, okay, I'm trying to make mine look a little more like reindeer head shape. If you want to, you can do that too. But you all can pause the video until you get your bowl completely pinched and spun. Okay. All right, friends, so you've been pinching and spinning. It might have taken you all a little bit longer than me to pinch and spin because your fingers are a little bit littler. But now what we're going to do is we're going to set this one over to the side. We're going to take this one, and you're going to take just a little bit out, and you're just going to roll it in a ball. This is going to be the nose of our reindeer, okay? This is going to be the nose. And I actually forgot to tell you, you're going to need some little cup of water, okay? And what you're going to do now is we're going to put the nose down here, all right? But we can't just attach the nose to the bowl because, watch, it's going to come off. We have to do what's called slip and score. So when we do this, this is why you need the plastic knife, okay? You're going to take your plastic knife or plastic fork, and you're going to do what's called scoring. So you're going to make a few little marks. Make a few little marks the other way, okay? You're going to set this over to the side. You're going to come over to the bowl where you want your nose to be, and you're going to score, 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 score. You have to do it 2 directions, right? Then you're going to take your finger, and you're going to put it in the water. This is where the slip part comes in, and you're just barely going to touch it just a little bit, just where you scored. You don't want to put a lot of water on it because if you do that, this just turns into mud because clay is just dirt. I don't know if you all knew that or not. But clay is just dirt. And when dirt gets wet, it turns into mud, right? And it's going to be kind of slippery. It might fall off, but you just keep trying and keep trying to smoosh it together. And when it dries, it's going to be stronger because this is like our glue. So if we take 2 pieces of paper and we put 2 pieces of paper on top of each other and then we throw them, are they going to come apart or are they going to stay together? They're going to come apart, right? But if we take 2 pieces of paper and we take cousin glue stick and we put some glue on the paper and we smash the 2 pieces of paper together and then we throw them, are they going to come apart or stay together? they're probably going to stay together because of the glue. This is the same thing. This slipping and scoring in the water is like our glue for our pots, okay? So now you're going to take a little pinch of your small roll, and you're going to make an antler. And what I like to do is I like to make a coil, is what it's called. And it still needs to be kind of meaty, that way it can be strong. I'm going to cut part of it off. And this is the part that I'm going to slip and score, but I'm going to wait a moment. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take these two parts and make them smaller. Now, I'm going to score, score, score. Score, score, score. I'm going to add a little bit of water. And I'm going to attach them together. Now, after I attach them together, I can go back and like change the shape and things, right? Because I don't know if I told you or not, these are the antlers, okay? These are the antlers. All right. So then I'm going to score, 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 score. I'm going to come down a little bit. Score, score, score. Add a little bit of slip. I'm going to add a little bit of slip. And then I'm going to attach them just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to score, 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 score. Add a little itty bitty tiny bit of water or slip. And then I'm going to attach them. There we go. And you might have a little bit of a hard time attaching those antlers, and that's okay. See, mine keep acting like they want to fall over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a support underneath it with some fabric or maybe some paper towels or something, so that way it can get strong. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a coil. We're going to make another antler, okay? And while we're making another antler, I'm going to talk to you all about some clay. So clay is actually just dirt. Remember me saying that? So if we add too much water to it, it's going to turn into mud, right? But clay also is what we eat our plates off of. Did you know that? Like what we eat our food off of? Do you all ever have your plates turn into mud when you're eating? That's kind of gross, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what. So clay will turn into ceramic. So whenever we're working with clay, this type of clay especially, it can turn into mud. But if we put it in what's called a kiln, then it turns into stone. And that turns into the type of things that we eat, like we eat off of, the ceramic plates we eat off of. You know, the really breakable plates that your parents might have, or your grown-ups might have that are really special. Those are called ceramic, right? Or the fine china. So that's what this is going to turn into. It's going to turn into stone. So when you're finished with it this week, your little reindeer, what you all are going to need to do is you're going to need to wrap it up as best you can. You're going to leave it sitting overnight with some sort of support under it, with paper towels, paper, you know, your old t-shirt or a new t-shirt, maybe not a new t-shirt, but a t-shirt or clothing or something to support it, because clay comes out, so it will not stain. But, oh, I forgot to score. You're going to leave it with the supports overnight, like this. And then in the morning, it will be dry and strong. So in the morning or tomorrow during art class, whatever, you'll need to wrap it back up. And then if you'll send it back to school, I'll put it in our kiln and we can fire it and it can turn back into stone. How cool would that be? That'd be super cool, right? I think so. So if you don't return it back to school, and you try to use it, it'll just kind of fall apart and it'll break, and it'll turn back to dirt and mud, right? And we don't really want that, do we? Whoops, I forgot to score it. Score, 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 score. Slip. So after you have both antlers on your reindeer, and you have paper towels or a cloth or something under it to support it, okay, just like this. Then we forgot to do something. We forgot to write our name in it, and that is okay. You can either write your name on it in the morning, or you can write your name on the inside, and you just do that with a pencil. So I'm just going to do it right here. A-U-T-U-M-N. Because that's my first name, Autumn. So if you forget to put your name on it, that is totally okay. Just as long as it's in the bag that I sent it with, I'll know whose it is. So I can put the name on it when it gets here. Okay? So I hope you all had a fabulous time working with clay. And remember, leave it like this overnight. And then in the morning, you'll wrap it back up and send it back to school. All right, friends. Have a great time making. Bye.